Hello. This message is for employees and unions, for employers and employer associations, and everyone else who participates in the workplace in some way. The message is simple. All women and men must be able to work without fear. Being safe at work, after all, is a basic human right. However, too often this right is compromised by sexual harassment. And when I talk about sexual harassment, I'm talking about unwelcome conduct of a sexual nature which intimidates, offends or humiliates. Our 2012 Sexual Harassment Prevalence Survey has found that just over 1 in 5 people over the age of 15 have been sexually harassed in the workplace in the last 5 years. And sexual harassment is a particular problem for women. In fact, almost a quarter or 25% of women have experienced sexual harassment in the workplace during this period. 90% of them say that they were sexually harassed by a man. But sexual harassment isn't confined to women as targets. 1 in 6 men also experienced sexual harassment in the workplace. But perhaps the most concerning finding for me as Australia's Sex Discrimination Commissioner is that our progress to eradicate sexual harassment seems to have stalled. So while everyone, so employers, unions, employees, the Commission has taken great strides to try and eradicate sexual harassment from workplaces, the reality is, and the evidence shows, that further work must be done. So if you care about sexual harassment, if you care about making your workplace for everyone, and if you care about creating an environment where we can all work without fear, then I'm asking you today to take a stand against sexual harassment. I'm asking you to share the 2012 National Survey about sexual harassment in the workplace. And I'm asking you to stand up in your workplace and actually speak out against sexual harassment. If you are experiencing sexual harassment, then there's a number of things you can do. Because together we can eradicate sexual harassment from Australian workplaces, but it will take all of us working together. Thank you.